Hi, Peter Jones, Chartered Surveyor, author and property investor, and in this short series of videos we're looking at how we can plan to make 2018 our best year ever, our best year in property ever, but maybe our best year ever in every respect. And in the previous videos we started to look at a simple but often overlooked process which will help us to plan for success and which we can use to make 2018 our best year ever. Because the simple truth is that unless we start to plan for success now, the chances are that most of us will just have another mediocre year at best. Maybe it'll just be a really bad year, and none of us really want that. But it doesn't have to be that way if we just follow the 5-step process which I'm showing you in this short series of videos. If we follow the 5-step process, then there's every reason to believe that this time next year we'll be looking back and thinking about how much we've achieved and not what we haven't done. So step 2 of the process is to set goals to achieve what we really want to achieve. And in the previous video we looked at the first 3 things that we can do to make sure that our goals for 2018 are supercharged and give us the greatest chance of having our best year ever. So let's carry on and let's think about the next 3 things that we need to think about when we're setting our goals. So the 4th thing we need to think about when we're setting our goals is setting goals that stretch our comfort zone and which make us feel uncomfortable. If your goals aren't so big that they're scaring you, or if they don't make you feel very uncomfortable, in other words move you through your comfort zone, then they probably aren't big enough. Because here's the thing, if you stay within your comfort zone, you'll just end up doing the same old thing, and you'll end up getting the same old results, and that's not what we want. We want 2018 to be different. If it's going to be different, we need to do different stuff. So setting big, scary, probably uncomfortable goals ensures that we'll do things differently and so get different results. And that's what we want, that's what we need. We want a different life, we want different life-changing results. Number 5, when we're thinking about setting our goals, is to set goals that force us to grow, both technically and as a person. Now, I truly believe in continuous growth, both technically and in terms of mindset, in other words, as a person. And that's why I fully believe in the power of education, and that's why I am constantly reading, going on courses, listening to stuff, going on YouTube myself, looking at other people's videos, learning. And the more you grow, the more you'll be able to achieve. And you'll find it easier to overcome bigger problems, which is a key part of succeeding. Nobody ever has problem-free success, and the more that you grow, the easier you'll find it to smash through the problems as they arise, which will help you to get better results and which will help you to achieve what it is you want to achieve. When this happens, you'll start to create a positive feedback loop, which will feed your self-belief and produce a virtuous cycle of getting better at doing what you're doing bigger and better things, getting bigger and better results, and increasing further your self-belief so that you then start the loop again and go out and do even bigger stuff. You'll become unstoppable and you'll be very, very successful. So again, thinking of this in a property context, what do you need to do to be successful in property investing, and how good at it are you? How much do you need to improve in each area of property investing, and how do you plan to improve? So for example, let's say that in a simple investing process we need to find properties, we need to finance them, and then we need to say let and manage them. Now obviously in practice there's a lot more to successful property investing than just that, and each of these steps can be broken down further into numerous sub-steps. But let's just keep this simple for illustration purposes, and we'll leave the detail for another day. So how good are you at finding property? How good are you at raising finance? How much do you know about finance and the different options that are available to you? How good are you at letting and managing property? How much do you know about the technical and legal aspects of letting and managing property? How would you rate yourself in each of these areas? Do you consider yourself, for example, to be a 5 or a 6 out of 10? In which case, how can you improve to become a 10 out of 10 in each of these areas? Because ultimately that's what we need to be planning for and working towards, becoming a 10 out of 10 in each of our activities, because when we become a 10 out of 10, we will become unstoppable and we'll start to achieve the things that we want to achieve. So maybe part of our goal setting should be planning in how to improve in each area that we know that we need to achieve in. So Look at everything that you need to do. When you make your plan, when you get to the stage of actually writing down your plan and your activities, look at the different activities that you need to undertake to achieve your goals. Think about how good you are at them, and maybe you need to make some goals around getting better at undertaking those activities. Number 6 in our goal setting process is to recognise that achieving our goals isn't a solo activity. Now, moving on from the last point, here's another proviso. All this talk about belief, goals and growth can seem a little bit daunting if we see success as being all down to us and all being down to our own efforts. Now, of course, it is up to us to orchestrate our success, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to do it all on our own. This is a lesson which it took me a long time to work out and understand. And if I'd understood this years ago, then I'd probably have been able to achieve far more than I've already achieved. Now, I'm not moaning because I think I've done okay, but I think I could probably have done a lot better. So it might be appropriate that you do work towards becoming a 10 out of 10 in some of the activities that you're going to undertake, but you may equally feel that it'd be a better use of your time to actually engage the help or services of somebody who's already a 10 out of 10, and then they can do it for you, and you could even learn from them as you watch them do whatever it is that you ask them to do. You could tap into their expertise and their experience, firstly to cover your lack of knowledge and expertise, secondly to free up your time, and thirdly as a learning experience for yourself while you study them at first hand. And that's called leveraging or outsourcing, and it's one of the key ways that you'll be able to grow your business in 2018, and if you're into property, growing your property portfolio. One of the real secrets to success in any field, but especially property, is not to try and do it all on your own. Instead, we need to try and build a team to take a lot of the donkey work from us, so that we can concentrate on doing the important stuff at a strategic level. We all have limited time, and to an extent, time is the only asset we have which we can really control. So we want to be able to use it as effectively and efficiently as possible. So have a look at your goals and work out how you're going to achieve them. In other words, make a plan and then look at who can help you achieve your goals, who can help you achieve your goals quickly and efficiently. This might mean identifying and approaching specific people who you already know and who you know have the right skills, or if you don't know people with the right skills, you'll need to plan to find them. So those are the 6 things that we need to think about when we're setting our goals. In the next and final video, we'll take a quick look at the last 3 steps of the 5-step process, which are going to be making a plan, taking action and reviewing progress. And I'd also tell you about a resource which I've prepared, which you can use, which is going to make this whole system a lot easier for you. So until then, here's to successful property investing.